Hello everyone, my name is Fargi and I want to welcome you to my commentary about a Vayne gameplay in Season 6, more correctly to be Patch 522, Patch 522 with the new marksman changes and everything. People kind of think Vayne has been downgraded in comparison to other marksmen such as Tristana, Jinx, Graves, Quinn, and so on. This was recorded yesterday, November 22nd of 2015, and I want to talk about this gameplay because honestly, as a Platinum 3 Vayne main, yes, that exists, I want to help people learn more about the gameplay of her, mechanically speaking, decision making, and so on. It was a really good game for me. Not all of my games with Vayne go like that, but a lot of them do, so yeah. First of all, let's look at the teams, because obviously that's a really big part of the gameplay. We have Blitzcrank, who was my duo partner at bot lane. A lot of people dislike Blitzcrank Vayne, but he was very confident in his Blitzcrank, and I was like, fine, do it, as long as you know what you're doing, and we'll go with it. We had Olaf Jungle, which is honestly not a very popular choice, but it's a safe pick all around, especially with their packed with CC team. LeBlanc mid, very normal selection. Roams around the map, does her thing. Irelia, obviously, a very powerful top laner, especially versus Riven, because you can stun her as soon as she gets close to her. Also, Irelia scales indefinitely into late game, just like Vayne, so it's a really good team. Their team, on the other hand, composed of Tristana and Thresh bot lane. And these guys were kind of iffy in lane. I mean, we beat them, so yeah. Brand mid, which played really good. He played really good. Riven top, which was not as special as, let's just say, the Bucks wannabes do not succeed. And then Evelyn jungle, who apparently had like I think 500 Evelyn games. She was not really good in Evelyn. I was the Vayne, obviously. This is Platinum 3 Elo, and let's get started. Don't mind the background in my house over there. I do believe I maxed W first. And right on the game, my friend tried to hook me. So yeah, that's that. So we decided to pack the lane up with let's keep it safe and simple. We wanted to proceed winning the lane by beating them to level 6 first, because obviously Vayne's level 6 is probably one of the strongest level 6s in game in like bot lane duels. That's why Vayne excels there so much. She's just really powerful, especially with a support like Blitzcrank, who can pretty much secure kills for her. We felt like the lane against Thresh and Tristana could have went in both ways. One would be that we would destroy them if we played it correctly, and we would hold ourselves, hold our grounds, and so on, and lead it to a point where I can snowball off that lane, because our burst, if we engage, is a lot more powerful than theirs. For instance, if I get hooked, then there's a really good chance I'm gonna die. But if Tristana gets hooked, and she doesn't have her escape, she's gonna be dead 100%. There's no way she's gonna escape it. Even a Thresh laner won't save her unless it's like a perfectly timed one, because we have so much CC to stop that, especially if we're near a wall. So it's a really like it's a one-way street. So we want to focus on that in the lane and get the most that we can out of this lane, be it farm or kills. Olaf's main goal was to pretty much disrupt gameplay, like in terms of ganks. Bot lane didn't really need much ganks because we did manage to win our lane. Mid was kind of iffy, and then top lane was like, yeah, we really kind of destroyed her in lane, so that's cool. And again, their Evelyn did not have as much impact as our Olaf did in game, which is really good. So one thing I want to note about a lot of Vayne gameplay is that people forget is people tend to assume her early game is so weak, especially with the current changes to her, that they reduced the flat true damage from her W and made it to be complete percentage. So at max rank it has 12% true damage of the enemy's max health, instead of what used to be, if I'm not wrong, was 8% at max rank plus 60 flat. So it would be very powerful early game in terms of like trades, but late game it would not be as powerful as it is now. Right now it's a very powerful tool. I like maxing it first in lane, especially in lanes where I know I can trust my Q to dodge skill shots. So for instance, in this lane, I didn't have that many skill shots to dodge per se. It was a Thresh hook and like a Thresh flay at top. The Tristana doesn't have any skill shots that need juking. So right now Olaf noticed while he recalled that Evelyn was doing his red. We immediately went there. I told my friend Blitzcrank to see if he can flash grab so she wouldn't manage to take it. However, unfortunately, she did manage to grab red, and she did manage to survive using that sneaky little flash. But then we saw Brand completely out of position trying to kill LeBlanc, and we immediately said, let's go for it. I quickly realized LeBlanc is low HP, and for the chase, I popped my heal and my flash. He already popped his flash, so there's no way he can take me out. We get the first blood, I secure it using my W third hit, and this is where I start to snowball. Because now when I return to lane, what I do is I don't recall. I go back to bot lane because I still have my potion. I can still secure my own lane for myself. They're not pushing that hard. It's just Tristana there. Thresh is in the back. We're safe. We can go back to bot lane and continue farming. So what just went around was mainly us noticing the map. A lot of people in every elo don't do it. That since I'm playing in UNE, the communication is not as good as, let's say, NA, high elo, where you have people speak fluent English. So a lot of people like tend to flame, like Polish people and so on. Like they have a reputation, obviously, kurwa jebane and so on. Kurwa jebane. Okay. Pierdolone skillshotty. So what I'm saying is, for instance, in that situation, we decided to not be as everyone in the Slavic countries say sleep. We don't sleep. We saw what happened, and we decided to act accordingly. When we saw we could not pick up Evelyn because I was only level 2 when that entire thing happened. I did not have my stun. I was not ready for it. I did not have enough damage to burst it out of that. We decided to go for Brand, and we still got first blood out of it. So now it's a pretty much lane farm thing. There's not much going on here. Unfortunately for me and for you viewers, the next few minutes are going to be pretty boring. Except, yeah, it's pretty much going to be like that. He did do well with stopping her, with stopping her jump. He E'd her. He power fisted her midair. And he got really excited over Skype too. So again, we're just farming. We know we cannot extended engage them. Like if there's an extended engage, Tristana's gonna beat me because of her E. The way it works is that overextended engage deals a lot more damage. So instead we just chose to play it kind of safe. He kind of messes around in lane. He messed around a lot. He actually got me killed a few times using his blood grab. Again, as you can see, Olaf is succeeding in his ganks. He got a kill. Unfortunately, Brand does manage to pick up because of his insane damage over time. We return to the laning phase. I still have my potion on. There's no need for me to ever use it so far. I don't get hooked. Thresh is out of mana. We feel safe in this lane right now. We know that their Evelyn is mid. Again, we look at the map. We can see Evelyn is mid. Riven stopped. Brand just died and he respawned. He's probably not coming to gank bot lane, even though he's SS. He's Mia. He's not there. So we continue farming. It's plain and simple. What I like to do in Vayne is whenever I have a trinket up, like a yellow trinket up, I place it in the brush of the offensively. So what I do is that I put my ward in here, like specifically in like that part, or like the lower brush over here. I do one of those, and then so what happens is that if we engage, I can have enough vision secured for myself to stun them across the wall, or so on and so on. It's very effective. It's very useful. I like it. Because if, for instance, what happens is that Blitzcrank hooks them here, right? He does it here. And then they get hooked a little bit over behind him. Sometimes it happens. And then I want to go for the stun and I don't see him. Or if there's like stun is right there where Blitzcrank's standing right now. And then I stun her from this angle over here into the brush. I won't see her inside. She can heal, she can flash over here, and I won't know it. I won't know it happened. Or she might even have something ready for me with an ulti. So I like to have these brushes always warded for myself when I play Vayne. I usually do it myself, or I ask my support if he has a spare ward. It's very effective as Vayne. He asked me what division Blitzcrank was, and I replied, Plat 3. He does not main Blitzcrank. He's a main Leona. He plays Leona and Janna much better. So he had a feeling to go for Blitzcrank. I was like, fine, let's go with it. Yes, I am currently maxing W for the raw damage output. It's insane. People never realize how much damage Vayne actually does offer early game than what it looks. whenever Tristana tries to jump on Blitzcrank, I just do the immediate thing to do and know that since we cannot fight extended engages, I just knock her away. Just simply condemn her away. That for instance, if I hadn't done that, there's a high chance Blitzcrank would have died there because he would have gotten at least 2 more shots from the basics, and let's face it, he still had his shield, but you can never know, like, they would all in or something. They still had their summoners, we did not have ours. We chose to keep it simple. Since this is patch 522, I chose the Gosu build, the better Vayne build, which is to go on hit, static shiv, rapid fire cannon, infinity edge build, which offers 80% crit chance and an insane amount of first hit damage. So basically your first shot, when you pull it off right, it deals so much damage. Now I might have failed this a bit because what happened is that if I had like aimed my condemn a bit better, there's a good chance it might have stunned her under turret range and we could have killed her. However, it was still a decent outcome for us because there was no death, there was no penalty, there was no victim from this gank. We didn't use our summoners, which, I mean, I still don't have fully. I had my heal, I did not have my flash. I just used my potion and I'm already back to over half health. We can see Olaf is coming for a lane gank, and Thresh predicted my my tumble, which caused us to basically I had to blow heal for the sake of feeling better in lane and readying myself for the Olaf gank. Evelyn is still there in the brush, and so out of this entire thing, what happened is that we managed to kill Evelyn because she was kind of greedy for Olaf and for me while we were in the back. Evelyn was still here in the back, and he managed to secure an amazing hook on her. Olaf got the kill. I didn't even get an assist. Everyone ran away because Tristana blew her ulti on me. It did not result in the kill for her. Obviously, I had enough health to survive it, and Olaf gave no fucks and walked away. I mean, it was a decent counter gang. We got a kill. We're still ahead in lane. I got the first blood money. I'm rocking 2.4k. So I know that I'm very close to that div. I'll stay in lane just for a bit. I can still hold my flash. I'm cool. He kind of makes mistakes, but there's no playing back for him. I'm like, give me a minion so I can take it, and he actually made me miss a minion because of that one basic, and I kind of got mad at him for that. But, it was a cannon minion. He hooked it for me so I could get it, and then it was turret range, and he actually basicked it. So I was kind of mad. So right now I have enough money to get my static shiv, but there's a wave here, so I'll just wait it out and pick it up. I'll pick up the wave. Notice how I'm aiming to the minions that have lower health. I kind of missed everyone there because I suck dick. And he actually fucked me up. But then he did this, and I did not expect that. And beyond a little bit of poke, it didn't do much. It was cute. It was cute. I was like, he told me, yo! I had no idea I was going to do it. And if he had told me, I probably would have flash E'd or E-flashed Tristana back to us. In fact, I am currently telling him on the video, why didn't you let me know? So him, being a joker, told me, why wouldn't you expect it? I'm a god Blitzcrank. He's not really a god Blitzcrank, but still, it's cool. So we kind of enjoy the gameplay so far. This is where I judged Irelia on how good she is. If she manages to kill Evelyn, she's a decent Irelia, and she did. If you in my opinion, in my full opinion, honest opinion, if you're playing Irelia and you manage to get a kill out of a gank, it's a sign that you're a decent Irelia and you know how to fully utilize your entire combo to get like a decent pick out of it. The reason I am redoing this commentary, by the way, in case anyone wondered, is because YouTube decided to completely mute all the audio because I had different songs playing from the playlist, and there was no way I could recover that back, so I had to go to my Twitch VOD and kind of get it myself, and then just do this. So it's cool. Again, the legendary Blitzcrank hooked a minion. We laughed about it. He naturally said he intended for this to happen so I could secure the minion. I thanked him gracefully. Right now, we are definitely ahead in lane. We can safely engage in terms of full all-ins. I have my W at level 4. That's a lot of damage on third shot, including the fact that I have static shift. I can dish out a decent amount of first hit and third hit damage. So we choose to kind of focus on that, and you can see it happen right now. The amount of damage she took was unreal. So for a second, I say we should just switch to Thresh. I got my flash up and I'm ready for it, and luckily it was a static shiv crit. And this is where it's kind of simple, just kill him. I decided to obviously condemn him back so I can have more basics on him. Thanks to the fact we worked it out fast and he had a good hook on an unsuspecting Tristana. She did not expect to receive that amount of damage, plus the knockup secured 3 shots which made us do an incredible amount of damage really fast. So I'm gonna replay it back just real quick. Approximately here is where he decides we are gonna engage. I wanna point it out step by step what exactly happened. Right now he knocks Thresh up, kind of disrupts him a bit. We take the minions, and that's when he tells me I'm gonna hook Tristana. Are you ready? Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. I take this third, and there you go. Hook connects max range. She did not see that one coming, and as soon as she does, I tumble backwards to avoid whatever Thresh can do to me, and land a third shot. Now, from 2 shots plus the static shiv proc, she's at approximately 60% health. Third takes her down to less than half because it was a crit as well. He blows exhaust, so she's pretty much out of range. She cannot like juke anything, so we just go for it. Thresh then does a really stupid thing, and he flays Blitzcrank closer her, while the flay pretty much does not even affect me. I'm on a second shot on him, so I chose to let it go. He's down to 60%, and she's still on the run. And then Blitzcrank again knocks her up. I pop my ult, and the reason I pop my ult now and not earlier or before, it's because at level 1 it offers you 5 or 6 seconds, I'm not perfectly sure, and 35 bonus AD or 25 bonus AD. Again, I think it's 35 or 30. And as you can see, I'm at 100 stacks of static shiv right here. So I know for a fact this next shot, including a tumble, will kill her because of the extra AD. She would not see it coming. And surely it deals enough damage. She blows flash. It deals 200 with a crit plus the static shiv 200 damage proc. She's dead. Now here's the condemn backwards on Thresh, and boom. Now he's on 2 shots already off my silver bolts. The third one's gonna get him approximately 30% health. At this point, he knows he's dead. There's no way of him going back. My ultimate is pretty much halfway through. I can still land a few shots just in time to kill him. 1 crits, he blows flash, 140 damage. Another one, 60. Third one, this is why I love the W proc so much. It actually dealt more damage than the crit itself. This is something you don't see that much, and on the new Vayne, on the new W, it's just so powerful. When your true damage aspect literally deals more damage than your physical damage aspect, that's when you know you're snowballing, and there's pretty much no way to stop you. When people ask me, Bar, Surfargi, whatever they call me, please nerf marksman, when do you consider yourself fed on Vayne? The answer would be approximately 4 kills, and when I have accomplished my first and second item. Those would be static shiv and rapid fire cannon, because at that point of the game, my first shot deals so much damage, followed by my consecutive second and third shot. I can pretty much 3-shot someone, and I'm not even that fed to begin with. Right now I have 2 kills, and I've done 300 damage to him with 1 basic. That's a third of my health with 1 basic. Obviously it was a third shot, but still. Now after this damage, the second one, again, static shiv proc deals 100 damage. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that damage to happen, so I tumbled in just in case. I didn't obviously die, didn't even blow flash. So all in all, for me, was immensely worth it engage. I got a double kill, still have my flash, didn't even use heal. All he did was blow exhaust and flash. I'm not sure about the flash, I don't remember that one. I think he blew flash. I think. My farm is okay. It's 83 by 12, and considering this is a solo queue game, I don't really expect to go 100 by 10. So, again, Irelia is beating the shit out of Riven. The only way Irelia dies to Riven is if Evelyn ganks. Again, Olaf killed Brand in a gank. I'm at 90 CS at 1230. I have 1.8k. That's enough for a Zeal, Boots, and if I'm feeling like it, Dagger. Which, let's face it, it wouldn't. Now it says early items on Blade of Ring King, like Cutlass. Everyone keeps telling me, hey, the new Blade of Ring King is really, like, it's nerfed, and in the beginning of the game, and at the beginning of the patch, I was like, no, it's still very valuable in Vayne, come on, it's Blade of Ring King, it's her item, it's what makes her Vayne. I kinda laughed here because Olaf kinda fucked up. It's just a funny moment. Like, he's just chasing it like a maniac. He's kind of blind. At the end, he does get her, but he was very close to dying. Like, He has dangerous game up, so it's funny. And that dude followed me. Thank you so much for the follow. I actually said it during the stream, but I'll say it again, whatever, in case he actually watches the video. So again, we are very ahead in this lane. As you can see, I have my ulti back up very soon, 5 seconds. I have both summoners. I have Zeal and Static Shiv, which results in 50% crit. I have 1.4 attack speed. I am very much more than capable of 1v2ing them if the opportunity ever comes up. I have done it many times before, especially versus that Thresh. Like Threshes that I know in lane have not performed as well as they should. That Thresh did not go up to expectations as of what a Thresh can do. So I know for a fact, in case I need to, I can do it. I tell my friend, I have ulti up soon. Do you have yours? He has his. Obviously, it's Blitzcrank. We're waiting for the knock-up. We're just waiting for the pull. We know what's going to happen. When it does, they're dead. They have nothing to do anymore now. Because if she blows her rocket jump anyway than escaping, and it's like too late or too early, she's going to die. She has to time it perfectly for her to survive. And honestly, the chance of her surviving a Vayne that has both flash and ult are very, very low. He decides to troll me for a bit, and we're going for the Gromp. We actually managed to take it, funnily enough. We secured it with a crit, and we're happy. Yeah, advance a bit more. This is again where I tell him, if you hook Tristana, she's dead. He managed to hook me. Little did he know we're gonna get so much out of it. Because again, this is where I tell you, even though Evelyn ganked, we still managed to kill Tristana, and that's decent for us, because let's face it, if she wasn't there, then Thresh would die. And this is also where I want to point out my flash and how useful it was. Because if we go back just a bit, just to like 12:30, 15:30, 37, we can see right now where he hooks her. I get hooked. I have no idea how the fuck that hit me, but it did. Now he's gonna land the hook on Tristana just as she pops her E on me. So I'm not gonna get that much damage. He exhausts me, which kind of cripples me, obviously. I get the first shot. The first shot inside an exhaust deals 30% of her health. That is insane. It was a crit, plus a static proc, plus a tumble proc. Honestly, anything I could ever possibly want to happen. Now I'm gonna get my condemn up and I'm gonna stun her. But here's the thing. While I stun her, I simultaneously flash into the brush to, again, like I said before, continue having vision on my target. As Vayne, this is your top priority. If you are chasing, going for a kill, whatever, you need to maintain vision on your target. This happens a few times in this video where I explain, and I will show you how to keep vision with the new Scrying Orb, which by the way is amazing for every AD carry out there. Let's continue. There's the condemn right about now. Condemn. You can see it flying. She gets stunned, and I flash back in. I have vision on me. I know she's in there. Blitzcrank puts his shield on me just so I can stay safe. Pop my heal for the move speed, and I managed to continue to get her with my static shift proc. And this is where things can get kind of tricky, because Evelyn is out of position, so I'm not very certain where she is. And now we see her outside of the brush. We continue the chase, and obviously Evelyn's damage is very large because she has Skirmisher Saber plus Rune Glaive, which means when she uses her E, it automatically procs both the items, so it's very, very powerful. And we're kind of scared. I died, but we took a kill out of the gank, so we call it a win-win situation. Well, we call it a worth situation, because if we can take out a kill like that when they blew 3 summoner spells on me and like 3 ults, we for sure know we are snowballing, and there's a high chance of us winning the game. This is where I started building my fire cannon, and I feel very confident in my skill and my ability to win this game and snowball the game. I even picked up an extra dagger for my soon-to-become Berserker's Greaves. And in my opinion, it's very important for a Vayne player, and like Vaynes in general, whenever you play Vayne, is to have a sort of an outplay attitude. Tell yourself in your mind, I'm playing Vayne. I'm a very powerful character. I'm a very powerful champion. I have very powerful kit. I was born to duel. I have everything in myself to be able to take kills, to chase, to escape, reposition, everything. Olaf just escaped using his ulti on a well-placed Thresh grab, so he's out, and we decided to go for Brand. While I noticed Evelyn and Thresh next to me, we know for a fact Brand is gonna die, but he does deal a significant amount of damage to us. Olaf is at low HP, we kill him, LeBlanc gets the kill, and we immediately say, hey, Dragon, they might be doing Dragon. Thresh appears at mid, and so the chances of them doing Dragon significantly reduce. I know the Scuttle is still there, so there's two options. One, they just ignored it, which is stupid. Dude, they're not even doing Dragon. Olaf is on his way on the map, as you can see. He pinged. I'm doing Scuttle. As soon as Scuttle dies, I'm gonna switch my view over to Dragon. Since Blitzcrank is tanking it right now, it's cool. I'm maxing my Q second. I'm getting my stacks up ready. I'm doing whatever I can in this game to obtain and keep an advantage over the enemy AD carry. And the reason you do it, and the reason people forget things such as playing a champion like Vayne, is that everything you do has an impact on how fed you're gonna get, which is everything Vayne needs, obviously. Vayne is a late game hyper carry. She needs farm, she needs skills. If you can't get one, get the other. It's very important. Right now I have 4 kills on 120 farm, 112 farm. I noticed the farm at bot lane. I also noticed that things are happening at mid. And with what's going on, I declare that not much is gonna happen, and I chose to go mid. Then I noticed kind of late that Evelyn was on my ass, and this is very unfortunate because I didn't even notice the damage he dealt. I actually want to see how much damage he dealt instantly. So this is where we take the Gromp, right? And right now I'm at about 800 health. That's not that much. I just want to look at my health bar because I didn't even see Evelyn coming at me. I focused on mid lane. Happens to a lot of people. Kind of a mistake by me. And my immediately my health bar drops, as you can see down there, with like a EQ combo from 800 to 300. Damn it, I'm about to die. I gotta knock her back off my chest, and I noticed Blitzcrank and Olaf are immediately following me up. Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. I immediately regret doing this and tumbling it forward instead of back, because right now I just knew I'm dead. I was like, fuck. You can see even on my lips, I said I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. They actually managed to kill Evelyn at the end. He decides to be a bit trolly. It works out for him. Olaf suspected him not managing to hit that, so he was like, hey. I was like, I hit everything. What is wrong with you? Evelyn has fun. Evelyn has fun. Again, I'm still ahead despite dying like a retard. My farm just got denied and obliterated completely, but now I notice I have enough money to buy 2 items, which is finish my Greaves and get my rapid fire cannon. I honestly have no idea what the fuck that flash was, but I guess it happened, so it's cool. I don't have my ulti, so that limits my outplay potential in terms of stealth. And right now, I'm wondering why haven't we followed the brand. This is a part where we see Riven top, and we know Brand is. I know for a fact Brand is somewhere around here. I actually discover him using my well-placed Scrying Orb. I just immediately checked Riven's items, noticed she's 2-5, and all she's really packing in terms of damage is this. I actually have no idea what it's called. Vamp Scepter, and Pickaxe, Longsword, and Quicksilver Sash, which offers no damage, but Magic Resist, which doesn't really help her. Basic attack deals 170 damage, which is not much. It wasn't a crit, it wasn't anything special. But this is where it gets funny. She actually does offer some damage. I have no fucking clue in my sane mind. Why would she choose to ult me so early? But after just a stun and 2 Qs, which dealt merely no damage to me, 200 damage is nothing. She chooses to ult, which deals again 300 thanks to the Blitzcrank shield, which was really good. You can see my Condemn is loading, which is gonna proc both the 3rd shot and knock her back for my safety. And the Blitzcrank grab over there. If that hit, it could have ended a lot differently. She ignites me. She cleanses my Condemn, which we all know isn't really possible, and she ends up dying. So we picked up the kill. It wasn't very hard, and I kinda questioned why would she go on me. I didn't burn anything. She burned Ignite, then Blitzcrank burned Exhaust. Again, I'm all about getting more fed in this game, and so I target myself to focus champions that I like, enemies that I know that I can take out. Riven was one of them. Pretty much everyone in this game would be one of them eventually. So I actually questioned her. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you all in me? Even the team goes, no shit, he had no damage. He rushed USS. And so she said she had no way out, but I mean, honestly, she might have had. Like, I had no ult. She might have just chose to continue like rushing away. She's a Riven, dude. You're mobile as fuck. You don't need to do that shit. You're not box, honestly. Riven's back here again. Blitzcrank's next to me on the map, and we're like, dude, no, dude. That would be so mean, dude. Oh, the BM. So, in the end of the game, it was a fun game. We kind of BM'd her for a bit, but yeah, it was all cool. He told me Evelyn is here, and he actually flashed for her to knock her up, and it's like, bro, my friend, where are you? And I'm coming. I immediately noticed Brand is there, and there's two options. One, I secure the kill magnificently. Two, I fuck up, knowing that I have the Vayne cocky syndrome, which is what I told everyone should have, and I have 2 complete items. She's on her second stack, and I see my red fire cannon aura glowing around me. I know my next hit is gonna fucking destroy her. And because of that knowledge, I decide to delve back deep in, and that did. Let's see how much damage that did. That did 200. That dealt 200 plus 200 plus 260. That dealt 660 damage with 1 basic. That's this much health gone in 1 shot. There's no way she goes out. Bad flash. And again, Scrying Orb. I popped that so I would see that flash coming. I predicted the fact that she was gonna rely on lack of vision. And again, this is why Scrying Orb and having vision are so important in Vayne, because that way you can know what's going on before it even happens. You can predict things that you should predict. That this gives you such a big advantage over it. My flash on her flash, I just knew she was gonna die. Brand is helpless. I'm on 76 stacks on my energized shot. I know I can take him out as well. On top of that, the reason my stacks go up so fast is because I have my ulti, which triples my passive, which gives me right now nearly 500 move speed at level 12 with 2 items and boots. This is insane. I'm regenerating my static shift so fast. My next shot is already pretty much gonna take him out, and he is dead. Again, shot down. I'm earning money. I'm earning big bucks. Tristana's here. I kind of fuck up with the turret range because honestly, I'm Vayne. Kind of short range. I'm not Tristana. So she does manage to take me out because of that damn heal, which left her so low HP, and it really does end up picking up the kill. So it was pretty worth it. We got 4 kills out of that. I am more than happy. I could have had this going better for me in terms of what I could have done with the Tristana, but it was like on the go. I was like, fuck it, I might be able to kill her. And Brand decides to build CDR for me. Whatever, I don't know how does that gonna help him, but okay. And my friend wanted to surrender, jokingly of course. I want Olaf to give me the red, but he just doesn't, so it's fine. It's whatever, it's cool. And right now, I'm so snowballed. I'm like, I just might as well build an Infinity Edge and Glittering King and just mock them in the face. I'm gonna try hard this game. This is ranked. There's no reason not to try hard. Platinum elo. People should know what they're doing in this elo. People should know what not to do, how to not beat a Vayne, and so on. I feel like our laning phase could have went so much differently if their Tristana was like just had a bit more confidence. And this is what I'm saying, when you play AD carry, you gotta maintain cockiness. You gotta maintain confidence in your ability to win the lane. Sometimes it pays off so much because when you play Vayne, like when you play any AD carry, especially champion like Vayne or Tristana or Jinx, when you have that insane late game hyper carry quality, you cannot just delve into a game and tell yourself, hey, if I lose my lane, I'm losing the game. Because I've had so many games, especially in Vayne, where we won late game and we won the game, even though we got destroyed early game, because I'm Vayne. It doesn't matter. As long as I pick up my 2 very insanely cheap starting items on Vayne, I'm going to be very powerful. So right now, what they did with patch 523 with Static Shiv is that they nerfed the damage it deals to champions, and they increase the damage it deals to minions, so it's easier to farm but kind of harder to like deal damage with it. But again, on Vayne, it should not matter that much significantly in my opinion, because the nerf isn't that gigantic of a like damage influence, because it goes so the change goes from 50 to 150 based on your level to 30 to 130. So So at the end of the day, you still deal like 200, 300 damage. It's fine. You still got your rapid fire cannon to back you up. You're cool. You're cool in lane. So they're kind of sieging. I'm kind of mad. Their brand has a lot of damage, and he has an insane slow. Honestly, one of the most annoying slows ever, and he just collapses there. Again, the damage, 2 on-hit magic damages, plus the 250 crit. He's dead. There's like no way out. Okay, now watch this. I'm gonna Scrying Orb exactly when he passes through, so I can predict a flash. I can predict whatever is gonna happen. I predict, not for the sake of like, you know how people like some people save it for Baron, like knowing how much HP it has. I'd much rather using it aggressively. Scrying Orb aggressively on Vayne is such a good choice. You can make so many good plays with it, and so many right combinations that can go with it. And at the end of the day, that's what you're seeking. At this point, Blitzcrank really wanted to have fun, so he decided, I'm gonna go troll. I'm gonna sit on their turret and see what happens. And we actually got a kill out of it. It was really funny, because Evelyn just kind of went hard for him, so we killed her. And then I kind of went hard for their Tristana. It's kind of sad. Like we baited, like he baited, and then Olaf baited me. This is where Olaf baited me. He immediately went hard on Tristana. He even smited her to reach her. She jumped back, and me being a cheeky little Vayne, I thought I could do something really cool. So I saw the first shot hit, and I saw her her health immediately drop to like half, like it was here. A third of her health immediately gone. I was like, I might as well go for the kill, right? And then all of a sudden, from the fog of war, bam, nigga! Two gigantic Brand and Thresh champs just destroy me. Brand so powerful. He was fed the game. He had a lot of deaths, but honestly, Brand he had more kills than deaths. His damage was high. His damage was insane. I mean, honestly, Brand's Crystal Scepter is so broken. You get slowed for like 50% for 2 seconds. For what? A Q? So stupid. Especially his E, because like his E is just insane. Because the E slow. So good. So powerful. So at this point we say, hey, we shouldn't throw. They're very powerful. We could actually lose this. Let's play safe. Let's be more calculated. I got my Infinity Edge. I'm like, yo, as calculated and as safe as this game is, it's over. You gotta know how to build Vayne and when to build and what to adapt. Since I'm just destroying them right now, and as you can see, they have particularly no armor in their team. They have an Evelyn going full AP, a Riven building God knows what. Honestly, Riven is so out of this meta right now because of the changes to Brutalizer, like the removal of it. It hurt every Riven player out there. Tristana, come on, dude. What the fuck? What's going on here? What? Brand is obviously a big menace, and we had to deal with him. And Thresh, well, come on, you're not gonna count that as armor. This is what I have. This doesn't apply. Again, looking for kills. I want to get as big as I possibly can within a very short time frame, because at the end of the game, it's all about your KDA. You know that, right? It's all KDA. It's all about the KDA. This is KDA, dude. Just do it for the KDA. You gotta do it for the KDA. Right now, my KDA is pretty good. Again, Irelia kills Riven. Why? Like, no one is even surprised anymore at this point. And again, Irelia sadly dies to Evelyn, even though she actually killed her. Like, Irelia killed Riven and then died to Evelyn after killing Evelyn. It's a sad day. And Tristana, I mean, come on, Tristana. I mean, come the fuck on. You're just... Let's explain what's going on here. Turret is down, and she is in a full range of motion for me to kill. I got Cutlass up, I got Scrying Orb, I got both my sums, I got ult and tumble ready. Got 30 stacks, that's gonna get up to 100 real fast. Unless she has Flash, Ghost, Heal, Exhaust, and Clarity, there's no way she's gonna survive. Pop my ult, tumble. She probably knows she's dead at this point. She probably knows it. One basic flash, she jumps with Cutlass combined, deals A lot of damage. That's 2 basics in one jump. He even shields me just in case. And bam. There you go. 400 crit, 120 in the back. Killing like a villain. I want that double buff. That double buff is mine. I don't care. The damage I deal to turrets right now with my ult on, insane. Red buff applies on turrets as well. I mean, come on, it's so good. Another part where he jokingly decided to kill me. I hate him for that so much. Hey! Let's go, my friend. We can kill. Easy. Easy. Hook's brand. Let's go! I kind of failed my condemn there. Sadly, but... And he immediately rushes back. Just look at what I'm receiving right now. He blows his ult. The guy has nearly 400 AD and 400 AP with that. Riven stuns me from the side. I'm already stunned from his Q. I just know I'm dead. He even flashed for me. Evelyn decides to join the fray. I even heal. I don't know why I heal. It was a waste of a heal. And I'm dead. His Q dealt 500 damage to me. That's insane. That's a really fed brand. I blew heal. He blew flash and ignite, I think. We still managed to kill Evelyn. I have no idea how he managed to miss his hook. But if he actually had landed that, he might have been dead, so it's fine. They kill her. I get my Bloodrune King, and I tell myself, okay, I gotta get ready. Their Tristana is just messing around right now. I don't know. She has no damage, so I don't know why she's blowing her ulti like that. Riven played it out nice, like on the Aurelia. My team just really wants to kill the brand right now, and the Thresh and the Riven. And so they all kind of make mistakes, trying to pick him up. Especially Olaf. Olaf just decided to be kind of greedy there, telling himself I can do it without having his ultimate. Kind of bad. At the end of the day, he did die, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick up my red buff because Olaf has to recall because he's low health. Red buff Vayne. The chase. So okay, here's a thing. Why I didn't go in here is okay. This is important stuff. This is a thing I wanna tell people. I don't have flash. I don't have heal. I only have my ultimate. This is a Riven, right? Ignore the lantern. Like even here, why didn't I engage here? Why didn't I engage here? What made me not engage here? Why didn't I just like go for it? Simple reason, really. You see on the map where Olaf was like right here on the middle, right, fighting Brand and Thresh, and he barely got away with health. And you see the ward over here. So there's like 2 ways Thresh could have went. 2 ways. Either here to the jungle, where he obviously did not win, otherwise we would have seen him in this ward. Or with Riven, who, if you also remember, chased down Aurelia, Olaf, and LeBlanc over here where Aurelia died, and this is the Blitzcrank death. So I know for a fact there's a Thresh behind her somewhere, like around here. I know for a fact, and I just backed the fuck off after that one basic. And sooner or later, you can see the Thresh lantern right here. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I knew it. I'm smirking there. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I knew it. I'm cool. 200 stacks at 27 minutes. Pop my Scrying Orb. The reason I pop my Scrying Orb right now is pure knowledge, vision game. Know that if maybe they're baiting out Baron, get the scuttle ASAP, so I can again have more vision around Baron, which is a big objective right now in the game. It's 27 minutes in. I'm on 5 items, and we decided, hey, let's do Baron. We're close to it. We're all here. We have enough damage, even if they're all alive, to take it out, and we actually did. Like Blitzcrank got damaged quite heavily from Baron and the Brand, but we still managed to take Baron, so it's fine. I crit almost every time, so we managed to secure it with a nice smite from him. This is something I'm gonna discuss because it started out really good, and then sooner than later, we just fucked it up completely. Right now, we're in a decent position, like decent, because you can see that Irelia is coming here for a kite, for like a flank. Olaf has his ulti on. He can either go back in on 5 or just like run away. Blitz is low HP, but he can definitely hook someone into us. And then Evelyn is right here, and she's insanely fast, and she's hungry for blood. I'm here with LeBlanc right next to me, and as you can see, Evelyn kind of gets herself really far away from the team. I pop my one shot, 600 crit damage, and she's dead instantly. No going back. And this is where we kind of fail because we got caught in a ton of disengaged power. We got the Thresh box. We got the brand, insane Pillar of Flame. Even though they're all low health, we forgot one thing. Riven is not here yet. And even though we were really close to killing Tristana, she actually timed her ulti and her jump really well. We're all really low health and we're still chasing a thing we shouldn't have done. We see Riven coming from here. In my mind, I'm like, fuck. In my gameplay, I'm dead. Riven did a nice ulti. They picked off 3 kills right now, and that was a bad kind of, like, obviously it was bad. It wasn't game destroying because it wasn't that deep in the game for them to like take anything out, but it was kind of bad. And then the worst part is that Olaf and Blitzcrank decided, hey, let's 2v2 them. I don't know what Olaf thought, what Olaf figured. He did not have. He built full tank. He had no damage except for his reckless swing. So obviously that was a smart idea. Noticing what I just noticed in terms of insane AOE and magic damage, I immediately attend to Mercurial Scimitar because I need that. I need to deal with Thresh's Flay with Thresh's Hook with Thresh's Box with Brand Slow with Brand Stun with Riven Stun. They have so much insane annoying CC that they can deploy at once. I gotta handle that. I got the QSS immediately, and sooner than later, Olaf dies. And so does Blitzcrank because they chose to over-engage. I kind of get mad at them. I get a bit salty, and I tell them it was a bad idea. Why the fuck did we do it? We just threw Baron. Oh my god. Then my friend, poor Hitman, you can see him in the comments over there in the whispers, going like, I told you. It's fine. Because everyone makes mistakes. We're human. This isn't a flawless Vayne game. Obviously, I have 6 deaths right now. My farm isn't 290 at 29 minutes. It's 220. I missed 74 farm. It's all good. They took Dragon really fast, so I immediately attend. Hey, maybe I can pick up someone there. I have my ultimate ready. Flash and healer up relatively soon. And they killed Riven again. Honestly, each time Riven died, I felt kind of relieved because it's just like, I was like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. They're still they still don't have full control of the game, so it's fine. So it's fine. So right now we are heading really close to the ending of the game, and again, the entire gameplay is based around knowing positioning. As you can see, we lost 1 team fight so far. The rest are picks. Like, all the rest of the kills are picks. They're not team fight. That was the first original team fight. Like the full 5v5 team fight that we lost, and it was me being out of position and low health, and it was like after Baron. So we still have our hopes up for the game. Everyone's still happy. We can see how low Eve died when we actually killed her, and I can see that I have 2 walls open. The first and the second. I actually accidentally crossed through the third. I flash and I get exhausted. I have to juke whatever's coming for me, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. I tumbled sideways instead of front or back, which kind of made me disrupt their let's call it prediction of where I'm gonna be. I got exhausted, and due to that successful tumble and then sidestep back, I juked a lot of damage coming from Band and actually managed to get 2 kills. We secured 3 kills because of good reactions and good gameplay by both me and Blitzcrank, knowing when and how to move and allocate ourselves around the team fight. So I'm gonna go back to a bit when it happened. As you can see over here right now, Evelyn is coming up from here behind Olaf, and we immediately turn our head to her. We're not diving for the AD carry like a lot of bronze or silver or even gold players think. We see Evelyn coming here, and as an AD carry, my job right now is to. An AD carry's job is to attack whatever closest to him, and to deal as much damage as possible. He's not supposed to chase the other AD carry unless he's able to do it. So I see Evelyn here, I immediately switch my vision up to her. Blitzcrank here, he fails his grab, it's fine. She ults, doesn't have that much damage on the ult because honestly I'm full health, so I'm good. I only take that much damage, and then at this point she's on 2 stacks, lower health, tier 1 procs, a lot of damage taken. LeBlanc comes right from the side, and we managed to secure her with an amazingly, I don't even know how I got that kill, timed Olaf Smite E, I assume, and I got the kill on Evelyn. I have no idea how, probably a static shift rock or something. And this is where I want to talk about my positioning, because you can see Blitzcrank following up, and then he gets hooked back, and then as soon as he does and I see that Tristana has no ult, I jump right back in. I flash, I basic attack her, and I get exhausted. Now, I decide to tumble to the side to avoid whatever direct damage I might come, and it actually works. Right now they have no idea where I am. They're going back because they're completely certain I'm going for them instead of going for Thresh, who is now about to get Blitzcrank. As soon as this happens, I get exhausted, and Brand is readying up his Pillar of Flame and his Q. As you can see, he managed to land his E, because obviously it's targeted attack, and I dodge his Q, and pretty much survive it. Now, he has an amazingly annoying Rylai's Crystal Scepter, so I Q assess that, which enables me to go for Tristana, and with the juke on the tumble on his W, plus the heal from my basic, I keep safe. I get the heal from the shield from Blitzcrank, and it's a 3-for-0 exchange. Everyone feels very confident about it, and we even decide to go a bit deeper with Riven. As you can see, my damage stays up. We rarely have top lane. We go for the inhib turret. Riven obviously has no damage right now in terms of that, so we're not really scared. I tank a bit, kind of fail it, but it's fine. Really makes a cool ass play. We go for the Brand. Zhonya's cute, not very helpful. And then he does survive thanks to his flash, but Irelia still managed to pick him up. I am mortified by Evelyn's damage, like her instant burst damage. And then I realize I have Blitzcrank by my side. I should not be that scared. Brand immediately decides to throw a little kid tantrum. Again, this bloody dude, this happens to everyone. You're not like, it's fine. We get it. I've had way worse games than that. I've lost my promos to 2 trolls in 1 game. On my last game, I had 2 trolls. It's a sad day for everyone. And I noticed Evelyn here. Pick up my Scrying Orb again. Keep vision on my target, on my enemy, so I can know whether or not I should continue the chase. That was the first shot. This is the second one coming, and a lot of damage. The third one nearly killing her. Fourth does it. And Evelyn obviously goes 3 hits. Not really, 4. So it happens. So I picked up my Mercurial Scimitar, head towards bot lane. I tell my teammate I am full build. So it's all good. So we are heading towards and pushing, and we decide, hey, push out bot lane just a bit, continue having whatever it is that we have. We have a big advantage right now, not even by kills, but by insane push. It's only 8 kills ahead, so it's really incredible. We are ready to win this game. I take a bit of vision again, never bad. And we decide to group up a bit, maybe end it right now, sooner or later. We are all heading towards mid lane. There's no push actually, but we clear out their wave so we can successfully get our push going. Kind of like with Proxy Singed, where you clear out the enemy minions before yours arrive, so they can get like a clear window. Again, my on-hit damage is insane, 600 damage with a basic and a static shift rock. Once again, same 600 damage. I crit for 900. I'm just having fun this game. Riven gets kinda damaged by LeBlanc, obviously, and then my one hit 900 damage onto Tristana is face melting. She immediately runs back. Oh my god, no, gonna do now? Olaf gets caught, and this is funny because you don't engage on Olaf. I mean, come on. Why would you engage on a champion that has full engage capabilities? That's stupid. He can just counter engage your counter engage your counter engage. He has an ultimate that removes every single CC you place on him. You don't. So Brand's damage insane. I gotta QSS that so I can survive whatever's coming. Because obviously, let's face it, I was stunned and I was gonna die. So we noticed the lanterns down, and Irelia Stomp, LeBlanc's here, and they're grouped kind of weirdly. I decide to get some health up before we engage. Raven kills LeBlanc, so that's kind of bad. However, we decide to stay because even though it's a 4v5, we are immensely ahead thanks to me and Blitzcrank. We are so much more powerful than them. The Blitzcrank missed the hook. Wild Thresh loaded the hook. I did land another 600 damage basic on him. 650. Irelia is back here to mid lane, and we decided to push it again. We shove it up real fast, and Irelia goes pretty deep for Thresh. She actually doesn't manage to kill him, but this is interesting. She gets exhausted, and she gets face melted by both Brand, and now here comes Evelynn. I just want to replay it. I'll play it once at full speed, and then I'll pause it. Obviously, I am pretty awestruck. I had no idea this was a pentakill at first. Like, how the fuck did that happen? I was so fed, but I had no fucking clue. I killed all 5 of them. With LeBlanc dead like it was a 4v5, and we pretty much cleaned them. I'm laughing my ass off, and let's kinda go back at it. So Thresh took heavy damage from me earlier during the entire team fight, like during the entire poking spree, thanks to my Static Shiv, Fire Cannon, extra range. I poked him every time I had that, and so he is low HP. Obviously, Rhea sees that as an opportunity to go in, and she does. She doesn't manage to kill him, but she gets him super low. And they just blow everything they can on trying to kill her. Exhaust is down. Evelynn goes down. She blows ulti on all of us, but it's a very bad position for her. I already got two shots on her. Third one deals 700. I think 1,000 damage total. That's 300. That's 5,000 damage with one basic. Stupid as fuck. Irelia goes down, but they're all super low. Thanks to my crit, it also gets Brand super low. So I killed Evelynn. Riven decides to jump in. She actually does manage to stun me, so that kind of annoys me. I immediately tumble sideways to get myself into a better position, and my third shots just kill her. Third shot kills. Brand dies to my insanely fast reaction on him there, which was a static dealt 500 damage. And then I noticed that I have Thresh and Tristana. So at this point, I'm like, Thresh is like a one-hit, and Tristana is really dumb with her position. She's in my face, and I got tumbled up, and my ulti is like only halfway through, so I'm good. I got blood ulti as well. This shot actually didn't. The first shot actually didn't kill Thresh, and the second one did. So at this point, I even blew heal, and I just repositioned myself with a tumble and my and move speed because of my ulti. Reposition myself from here to here so I can easily stun her, and obviously it worked. I don't think she even realized I can do it. That she can be stunned here. So. And she just dies to me. No need for Little King. Simple autos do the trick. Every fucking basic deals is like a shot from a cannon. Take him out. So right now it's the 2 of us alive. We're feeling good. In fact, we're feeling really, really nice. I got a pentakill in the game. Made me feel really good about my Vayne gameplay. Boosted up my self-esteem with her because honestly, at platinum level, everyone has bad games, and so everyone keeps, like, don't let yourself down in games just because you have one game that doesn't go well. Don't tell yourself, hey, I may be bad, maybe I'm not as good as I think with a certain champion because I have a lose with him, because I have few loses with him. It's like Michael Jordan, for instance. Everyone knows this about him, but I'm just gonna refresh your memory. Michael Jordan was told he has no success and he will never succeed in basketball. And he said that before he went into college basketball, they didn't even accept him to his high school basketball team. His coach said he has no career in it. There's no chance. and he said that he practiced 500 shots every day. So at the end of the day, it's not about innate skill. It's about developing your inner ability to play with a certain champion, with a certain gameplay, certain whatever, certain role. I don't even consider myself the best AD carry ever. I'm not a good AD carry. I'm a decent as fuck AD carry. I'm a decent AD carry. Just main AD carry. That's what I do. I consider myself a good Vayne, not a pro Vayne, not a great Vayne, a good Vayne, above average Vayne. I can kite with her. I know her basics. I know how she works. I can utilize her mechanics. I can 1v3. I can 1v4 if I'm really fast. It's all about knowing what you do. It's all about learning from your mistakes, and that's it. See, I made a mistake. I could have stunned her with my flash. Chose not to. It's fine. She made a mistake too. She died too. Oh my god, this is 1,100 damage. And I finished the game with 299 farm. That was a mistake too. I needed one more CS. I felt really cheerful after this game because it also got me in my promos. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned a thing or two about Vayne, or about the gameplay, or about AD carry, about positioning, about whatever, hope you enjoy the game in general. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.